Happy New Year's Eve. Okay, guys, so 2020 is coming to an end. It's about done. I am excited, you're excited, we are excited. Woo! I'm ready. I'm ready to go out of this one. And though it seems as if 21 is a little shaky, I'd rather to experience 21. Let's see. We're already immune. We can handle it, right? Yeah. Thank you guys for coming back for another video. My name is Chanel Edwards. Don't forget to like, share, and of course, subscribe. If this is your very first time stopping by, welcome to the family. Okay guys, so like the title of the video says, I'm gonna be doing my year in review video. Now before I start yabbing, because it's gonna be a long one, let me tell you guys, before I get into just talking about this year, and I'm gonna do each month and just tell you guys what I experienced this month, I'm gonna be very honest. 2020 was everyone's worst year. 2020, though it affected so much and you know it really opened my eyes, 2018 was still my worst year. If you know, you know. I lost a lot in 2018. You know, mentally I was not even here. It was a lot. It was a year for me, and so I feel like I'm kind of just built to deal with these years, these rough years. But as much as 2018 was very rough, and I remember at one point I was this thin, and I don't know, I didn't even really know where I was. I didn't know what I was doing. None of it compared to watching so many persons lose their loved ones, you know, being so afraid to go outside, because even in 2018 when I was out of it, I was still moving around, you know. Every now and again I would still do something to kind of help myself, to build myself back up. I was scared to go outside some days this year. I'm still, you know, I'm outside, but I'm still like, every time I come home I'm like doing the little breath test and all that, you know, being afraid of what I go out and do, who I interact with, where I go, because of my mom's, you know, well-being, the children in the house, myself, you know, just thinking I have to, you know, sometimes I'm out and I'm enjoying it and I just stop and I'm like, no, I need to go home. I have to be way more careful, you know, because of just, this was a year all to itself. I'm sure we can all attest to that. Like, the stimulus nice, the local stimulus nice, but that doesn't pay for what we've all went through. This wasn't a my year was bad or a your year was bad or me and my family had a rough year. This was for, like, all of us faced it. And one of the greatest things I want to say is that my family and I had, other than COVID, of course, we had a very I don't even know the word to use, but this year was not just an eye-opener, it was very scary. So anyways guys, let me just go ahead and yeah, I don't want ball, but I'm gonna just go ahead and just get into this. So I started YouTube 11 months ago, whenever that was. I started YouTube that time. This year I kind of got a little bit more serious about my business, and sometime over the summer I just got up and I decided I needed to do more. So shout out to everyone that has so far supported Shandy Z Glam. I'm also 2021 going to have things for sale in Jamaica, so Shandy Z Glam JA, follow me on Instagram. These are my business cards, a little bright, but yeah, I'll definitely drop it down in below. So yeah, you know, I got a little bit more serious about my business. I never make a bag, but I enjoyed what I made, let's put it so that way, and I've not touched that money, so that's a blessing. I've not had to use that money. Shout out to my employer, you know. Every day is not rain and sunshine, like, you know, but I am grateful. I am very grateful because during this year, while everyone was working at home, persons had to go on unemployment, and I know what unemployment is like. Like I said, 2018, we had a hurricane, hit Panama City, basically wiped us out. That was nowhere. You guys barely heard about it. It was terrible. And I was on unemployment for a little while, so I kind of know about unemployment. But this year, I did not have to do unemployment. Shout out to Jesus. I worked every day other than my days off. I worked to the point where I went back to the profession that I really do love. I'm back in nursing. Yes, guys. I picked myself up a second job. I am back to where I need to be. Like I said, 2018. So I was over there doing a little nursing. After the hurricane and everything, my company got destroyed. I felt like we were treated poorly. And everything else that was happening with me that I don't care to speak about, I kind of took a little, you know, little, yeah, detour and come out of the little lane there, yeah. But sorry to say, like, this was not my worst year. And why I say I'm sorry is because I know for persons this was definitely like, yo, the worst year. Okay, to not make this video too long, I'm gonna throw out some tips to you, especially my ladies. Save on the money. This pandemic, if you never did like save, I hope this pandemic teach you, you must save your money. You never know when it's gonna rain. And if you save the money today and rain fall tomorrow, because you know they say save money for the rainy day. And if you save the money and rain fall tomorrow, don't spend all of the money. Watch how long the rain will fall. I'm telling you, save your money. Multiple stream of income. Everybody is not business educated. Everybody don't wish to do a business. Everybody business not gonna take off. You're not Fashion Nova, you're not Amazon, but you are whatever your business name is. And your business is gonna get where it needs to get. Don't watch no face. I remember a few mouths saying I sell sunglasses, because that's what my business is. It's sunglasses, it's accessories. And I'm trying to expand. I'm gonna expand, so look out for that. But I remember somebody saying, after summer, where you gonna go with those sunglasses? My sunglasses are still being sold. If I post one today, I get it's a sale. You understand? I've had persons reach out to me on Instagram. This one girl, and I sell headbands as well, and she bought a headband from me, and then her friends, and then she came back, and then her man, I think, and I don't know this girl. I've never met this girl, and I was like, then me could have something I sell and people buy it? Never know. But I know I'm ambitious. And this is me, like, when I was in Jamaica. Quick little story. I know I've not gotten into the, you know, telling you guys what my year was, but let's chat a little bit. When I was in Jamaica, got done with high school, went to sixth form, and I know I was gonna migrate anyways. So, you know, I was like, why waste the parents' money? Start college. And I'm not gonna lie, like, man, an idiot. I have on the papers them, but everything enough for everybody. Like, I'm skilled. I'm for the skills. I'm sorry. I'm not writing down no long notes. I'm not doing all of that. I have to, but I hate it. So yeah. Anyways, while I was in Jamaica and I was not working, and I called my mom one Wednesday and I said, can you send me $130? That's like maybe $12,000, $13,000 them time there. And she was like, for what? And I said, send me $150. And my mom's like, why? And I turned to my sister and I said, I'm gonna start cooking food and selling it. Knowing my sister, alright, so we are good. Yeah, that's my sister, that's Janelle. My big sister, yes, if I say that's what I'm doing, that's what I'm doing. She's ready. She asked me if I'm sure, and we are gone. I remember I went across the street and I printed some flyers. And I started walking around putting them up on light posts, you know, chicken back and beer Fridays. But yeah, I started off doing that, and the first Friday I did that, I made back, must have made back more than the money I tell me send me. Must have do something sell off, me have to cook more food. What? And it became a thing, and it really worked out for me. Then I started on my birthday. My birthday was coming up, and I remember my mom was like, I don't have any money here because we share birthdays, as you know. I'ma say, don't worry about me. Just send me $100. She sent it. I'ma run go down a Linstead She. I'ma buy 1 box of chicken back. I'ma buy a whole heap of fish. I'ma roast fish. I'ma sell it. I'ma sell chicken back. Don't ramp with me. Learn for hustle. Every young girl for know for hustle. And not your body. But to each his own. Anyways, so yeah, this year, you know, it was a rough year for all of us. Prayers and guidance. I want it to get better. I want to say I hope it gets better, but you see, it's more things coming up and up. To those of you already got a little stimulus, I'm gonna get mine. Save on the money. Alright? Okay. So, serious time, guys. I'm gonna start with saying this book, I got it in Ross, and I've showed you this book before in my What's in My Bag video. It's Prayers and Promises for Women. Every woman should have something of this sort. It's a motivational book, it's Bible verses, and it also comes with clean pages to just write down my thoughts. Women, I don't care if your handwriting don't look good, learn to write. And men too. Men too. And shout out to our men or males. While this year was not easy for any of us, I hope those persons who have fathers, big sons, you know, brothers, I hope you are being there for these men, because remember, men don't express themselves so much like us. You barely find 2 little cry man. So while we are there gabbing and we're, you know, yelling and exhaling loudly and sighing and releasing that we're hurt and we're going through something and the trauma of what 2020 has done to us, a lot of these men will not do it. And so that's why the men in my life, the men I come in contact with, as much as sometimes I can't stand them, I'm very delicate to them in a certain way. Another thing, you know, journal. This is really what helped me out this year. Journaling, like, I just learned to write. And I've always loved writing. It was funny, the other day I downloaded Google Drive back on my iPhone, and I saw a book I was writing when I was in high school. This is a lot of years ago, and I've actually started back on it. And this book is not just to publish. This book is basically my life story. And you know, it's so funny because persons that I'm just now meeting, they swear they know me. They swear they know something about me. But shout out to the real ones. If you've not been there with me through certain situations, then you don't know me, and I wish for you to treat it that way, respectfully. Yeah? Alright. So my sister gave me this for Christmas. It is my 2021 planner, and this is, while I've gotten many gifts, expensive gifts, I hold this yes sir, and a crystal bracelet. I don't know why I don't have it on. That crystal bracelet is for peace, protection, good energy. I need that. Good luck. I need that. We need to cleanse our space. We need to have positive thoughts. We need to learn when to lock things down. For the upcoming year, I'm passing on to you guys. Learn to be grateful. Because let me tell you something, and humbleness is key. That's something I had to practice this year. Humbleness. Like, I know see me and I say, I'm very humble. I am very humble. So let's start. 2019. So 2018, we're gonna start there. Not my best year. Very rough year. The ending of 2018, my great-grandmother passed. She passed, and then January of 2019, we went back home and we did her funeral. Came back home, still wasn't working. You know, it was still I'm still not in the place. I got up, I think in April, and I said, I want to take a trip. I want to take a solo trip. I want to love me. Like, you know, I just wanted to take a trip. I wanted to love me. I wanted to experience, you know, just something different. Since I've been here, you know, of course I've traveled with my family and stuff, but I've never really traveled, like, see somewhere new and be just wowed by it, you know, not just be there because we're there to do business, or we're there because we're visiting family or whatever. Just do something for me. I didn't put any dates on it. Like I'm going this time, and when I left, I left. I went to Colorado. My cousin was living there at the time, and his roommate. I'm gonna just say, I cannot begin to say thank you enough to those two. Like, my cousin knew a little bit of what was going on with me, and so I think he made it very easy for me to just be at home. I was so relaxed, the treatment, everything. Listen, 2021, we want good people in our corner. I saw snow for the first time, so that was an experience all to itself. It was just breathtaking. The place was beautiful. It was something I needed. My mind was clear. I remember one day they went to work and left me there, and I got up and I was just on the balcony, and I kept just doing this, and I just felt so overpowered, like I cried. And I'm a prayer warrior. I know you see me twerking. I'm a prayer warrior. I love to pray, and when I pray, yeah, I don't care who hear. I scream, I cry, I do the whole of the antics there. Yeah, I don't care. But I was just, and I was like, okay, and I felt good, and then I was like, all right, I'm ready to go home. I got home, I landed in a job, the job I'm still in right now. Thank you, Jesus, for that. So yes, 2019, I got my job, and meet new people, and new environments, whatever, still with my family. So I'm still good. I'm telling you, my family, like, if you want to get to me, man, all right. But yeah, so we did that in 2019. I closed the year with them, and I entered this one with them. In January, it was my sister's birthday. We went to Miami. That was our first sort of solo trip, by ourselves and whatever. And it was amazing, Come on, everybody like to go to Miami and turn up. But Miami was amazing. It was good. It felt like the start of something good. We had a lot coming in for the family as well. And it felt good. It felt like we could claim it. So another thing I want us to bring into 2021, don't be jumpy. Be easy. Because it feels good doesn't mean that's, because it look good doesn't mean, yeah. Be easy. Watch it out. Because I'm telling you, we were very, very positive. February was me and my mom's birthday, and I wanted to do something different with my mom. My mom is like, yeah, homebody. And so I wanted us to go to the Bahamas, and she said no, of course. But I got her to go to Canada, and we visited her younger brother. So we went to Canada. So my birthday was February 13. I did a birthday dinner with friends and family, and then we would leave for Canada the next day. On the morning when we were supposed to leave for Canada, my mom started having nosebleed and just shaking and stuff, and I was scared. I was like, should I even bother with the trip, like, but at the same time, like, I want to go because this is me, road hog, like, I want to go, but I was scared. Anyways, knowing my mom, anything for us. She put on a show, she make it look like she was okay. We went to Canada. Enjoyed Canada. Thank you so much to my uncle and his wife. Enjoyed Canada. That was another experience. Me and my mom just alone. It was amazing. Saw snow again. And it's always good to experience different places, guys. I don't care what your status is. Get up and go. Wherever you can go, get up and go. Go see new places. Go see new things. I have one friend, she traveled by herself, and it's an amazing thing for her. Do it. I'm telling you, travel. Listen, you can't regain time. And if you lose $1,000 today, go on out there to go work, and you're gonna get back the $1,000. Go and travel. I'm telling you. So we went to Canada. Canada was amazing. We came back home. My nephew's birthday is in March. His birthday is in March. So we planned our Disney family trip. We ordered all our Disney things. When I went to Canada, mind you, COVID was coming, but it never so big. So we had our mask on, but it wasn't even so mandatory, and we were still allowed into Canada and back home. It was okay. March we planned to do well, the ending of February, we're planning to do a family trip to Disney for my nephew's birthday. In March, to be precise, March 3rd, me, myself, my sister, and my nephew, we went out of town to deal with some business. And on the way back home that night, I had a rental. On the way back home that night, we were driving and we were talking, you know, just frustrated, things weren't going right. This is where everything started crumbling. This is where the faith started to get tested. This is where, you know, the provoke feeling of the devil started coming in. We were coming home, I was driving, and we're up in, you know, when you come from out of town and you go through that little party, nobody, just you and Jesus. Maybe you pass one house this or one house this one. We were driving, and today it's still something really hard for me. I still have flashbacks from it. And I just remember my sister grabbing onto my hand, and I'm looking at her. I'm holding the steering, and she's scared. Her eyes are wide open. She's calling my name, but it's as if I'm not hearing. And I remember turning around to look at the baby. It's as if my heart knew that something bad was happening, but mentally I couldn't process it. So my thing was, let me keep my balance, you know, and I don't know, I feel like I was telling her, don't grab me in this situation, you know, don't hold me, like I have this. I just know a truck guy stopped and he ran down in the gully. I'm seeing him coming towards us, and he's like, are y'all okay, are y'all okay? And I'm shaking like a leaf. My sister's in the back trying to get the baby out. Poor thing was asleep, so now he's awake and of course frightened, and you know, I'm assuming hurting, and I'm on the phone already. Wait, I'm on the phone already, and until now I didn't say, you know, me, I'm like my sister and the baby, my sister and the baby. So for the, yeah, in March we had a car wreck, and while those back pains still linger, and when I say linger, I mean some nights it's, yeah, but I don't really dwell on it, and we're alive, and I don't know. I to this day, that limb, because I won't even call that a tree, this where wall up the car, that's God. Point blank period. That was God. You know, that was not, that was God. Yeah, there was nothing else. There's nothing else I can say. That was God. I won't even go into that. But yeah, COVID struck worse in March, and so Disney actually closed on my nephew's birthday, and so we couldn't do Disney. So April, yeah, COVID got really bad. You know, I started doing my little Facebook lives and Instagram lives with my friend just to keep the vibes, because you know, all we did dip on lockdown everywhere. On April 28th, my mom did a surgery. Of course, because COVID was out and about and stunting, we were not allowed to go in with her, and so me and my sister and I, we waited in the car for a few hours, and then, you know, obviously when it was getting just too long and drawn out, we left, and then they called us and we picked my mom up back the same day. So it was private, and it was, you know, it was just out of the way, thank God. So my mom got out of surgery, and then in May, you know, so she did it in April. In May she started recovering, returned back to work, everything was good. June, I opened myself back up to actually really dating. Yeah, so yeah, that was that. So June was a little bit okay. It was a little lockdown, because I remember I wanted to go see my dad in Jamaica for his 50th, and I couldn't because of COVID, of course. But June, you know, we just did a try, and we just happy mommy's okay, and Now we start and we say, boy, you know, things shake up, but we are going to try it. We are going to see what can go on. On July 5th, I remember my mom saying she didn't feel good and she had to leave work. On the 9th, I think, I'm not sure if my date them accurate, but I took my mom to the doctor, long story short, and it was a Friday morning. My little sister and I, we took my mom to the doctor. Obviously, you know, you couldn't go in, you know, the COVID rules. So she called me on the phone and she said, do you want them to take me by the ambulance or do you want to take me? And I said, take you where? And she said, my doctor said he has to send me off to the hospital. Of course, my little sister is 9, 10. So I didn't want to project that onto her. So I already started crying. I'm shaking. But I'm like, I will take you because I just felt like, you know, I wanted to be the one. I wanted to see my mom. And I took her. It's not very, her doctor's office is not far. And I took her to the doctor, to the emergency room. I got out the car and they said, I'm not allowed in there. And I said, well, you know, she's in a lot of pain. I kind of don't know what's going on. You know, and I'm explaining how she had a surgery, like I kind of just want to be there with her. Like, she's not so good in pain. I've been through this with her before. You know, I'm saying, if I can't come, can my sister come? And they're like, we're not letting anybody in. And that lady was she was not nice, but I, you know, understand the frustration because I'm pretty sure they're sitting there daily. Everybody want to come tell them, you know, I want to go in. And yeah, so I drove off and came home, told my sister, you know, we cried and we dealt with it as a family, and it was rough. Shout out to everyone that was there for us in this time, you know, my work family or extended relatives and everyone, you know, the church family, everyone, neighbors that just noticed my mom wasn't around. And it got rough. It got really hard, guys. Like, she was in there for a long while and it was just video call. I remember, actually, I think it was on the 12th, I left work and I went and I got some stuff for her. Came home, my sister packed the bag and we went there. And I'm like, well, they moved her from ICU, so I thought we had a chance. And the lady was like, no, you still can't go up. My sister had cooked food and everything for her. And they're like, we can take the bag up to your mom. We'll take very good care of her. And it was not comforting. The lady was smiling and she seemed so nice, but it was not comforting. And I cried. Okay? It was not easy. So she's in there. We're unable to see her. Every day we just have to talk on video call. My sister called me one day and she's like, did you talk to mom? And I said, no. I said I called her, but she didn't answer. And she said, she was just telling me don't pressure her too much. You know, she sounds really bad, whatever. We got in contact with her nurse, and long story short, these people were trying to cut our hopes. You know, your mom's doing so. I don't even want to speak it. I rebuke it. But yeah, it was terrible. It was very terrible. But they did release her. And she came back out. August, maybe near September. It was a while because she wasn't even home for my brother's 15th birthday. So she came back out, guys, and again, that was another part, you know, like we had to take turns, take care of her, and you know, it was very traumatizing just not coming home and my mom's up and about. It was very, very rough. So yeah, for the rest of the year leading up to now, what else happened? In November, we were able to take a family trip to Georgia for my little sister's birthday. We spent Christmas together, we spent Thanksgiving together. Well, you know, we worked and stuff, but we were still together. My mom got to do her favorite thing, which is cook for our picnic them, cook for the nephew them, cook for the niece them, cook for the cousin them, cook for this, cook for that, cook for everybody. She loved cook. And she was happy. She's happy. She's home. She's in better spirit. You know, her health is our main, like, that's our biggest thing to focus on. But 2020 was rough. It was rough for everyone. And I'm telling you, the accident was rough. But I think the roughest part of this year was everything that happened with my mom. So while it may have affected me emotionally and mentally, for her it was physical, mentally, emotionally. And so, you know, I'm just glad she can brush this to the side, and as we walk over into the new one and we peep, we can just pray and hope for the best. 2020, I experienced love. That laugh. But I'm happy. I'm happy. Not every day, of course, but I'm happy. I'm getting to where I want to be. My family is good, them Gucci. My friends and associates, I got to experience newborn babies, private weddings. I got to be a part of weddings. Sadly, I had to be at a funeral for my friend's sister. That was one of the worst parts again. But I got to experience so much this year. The biggest thing that happened for me this year was I learned to forgive. I learned to move past things that I was holding on to. I have made amends with persons that I was, you know, not in the right space with, and it mattered to do so. Yes, I did not get my new car. This was the year for my car, but I didn't get it. But look out for that, it'll come, because you know me, anything must have me, I go do. But I got to experience, for myself, a lot didn't happen that I wanted to happen, but the persons around me, the new house, the new apartment, the new man, the baby, the wedding, you know, the first time take a trip, the status, man, I am happy. I'm happy even if it wasn't for me personally. I am happy that I got to witness these things happening for those around me this year, because this was a trying year. In conclusion, guys, drop a comment down below. You don't have to tell me your business, but just let me know which part of this year was the toughest part for you. And like I said, COVID ruined all of us. But during COVID, there was so much that happened to each and every one of us that we felt like we should have, you know, we were hush with it, because we were like, everybody's going through something. Why would I want to talk about this, you know? But it needs to be said, because who knows, what if COVID is here to stay? Reach out for help. Be there for each other. Love on one another. Treat every day like it's your last. You live every day. You're gonna die once. Okay? Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys like, share, and of course comment down below. Subscribe. And I'll definitely see you in my next one. Happy New Year!